Welcome to Orgasmic Conscious Cooking, being John Ashford. We're gonna have a short show tonight. Your brother's a little tired. Uh, Big shout out to my brother on the other side, Derek Blocker and Gino, helping me put this together. Uh, Tonight on the menu, we're gonna do two salads, uh, a sardine salad and egg salad. Okay, and I chose that because I just got back from Chicago, taking care of my parents that are a little bit older, and my dad's favorite two salads uh, are sardine salads and the egg salad. Now I'm thinking about something because hold on one second, I got to grab one thing I forgot. Shit. Uh, there we go. I knew of one more ingredient because my dad loved onions, so I'll tell you how this goes in the sardine salad. So, man, I forgot a lot of stuff tonight. You guys gonna beat me up. I'm gonna go back and forth from my fridge, but let me just talk about these salads. So when I was a kid, in the morning going to school, my dad would fix some bacon for Derek and I, my brother, and he would make this terrific egg salad. Years later, I married my wife, Tori Bergman, and she loves egg salad. Well, I'm not the king of egg salad, so I would go back. I can cook a lot of things, and these are two things that my dad would always prepare. And I was like, man, how does he do this egg salad? So I went home. What's up, Kathy? How you doing, sister? Hope you're enjoying this. Egg salad and sardine salad is different. Uh, so my dad would prepare this salad, and every morning my brother would come down and we would have toast. I don't use gluten anymore, so I use gluten-free crackers, and I don't really like gluten-free toast with my salad, but I've tried it before. It's okay. But my dad would fix this amazing salad. And I would always get very excited about the salad because it was slightly sweet and salty and had garlic and black pepper in it. It had a lot of black pepper. So my dad uh, loved the salad. So my wife had it the first time and she was like, oh my God, I love it. And she said, it's not too creamy, it's not dry, it's perfect. And the point I'm gonna show you the consistency. I'm looking at the wrong camera, guys. Forget about this. The consistency should be not totally wet because that means you've added too much mayo in it. It should be semi out. You'll see the consistency. It's going to look like wet sand, the consistency of the moisture that's in it. And the longer you let it sit, Carl Johnson, what's up, my brother? Hey, you're on my show. So I'm gonna get started with this egg salad, but I need to grab one thing because I forgot one more thing. I know Derek's like, man, you forgot everything tonight. I sure did. I needed to grab my lemon for my sardine salad later. So, Andrea, I miss you already. Yes, Andrea was in a class with Access Consciousness that we were in California this weekend. It's called 3-Day Body Class. She's a terrific person. If you ever get to meet Andrea in California, you're down there, say, hey, Andrea. Hung out with her all weekend, had a blast. And to talk a little bit about this, because I told you guys when I do shows, I really call it, you might say, why do you call it orgasmic consciousness cooking? Well, I call it that because consciousness isn't everything. And orgasmic is the energy of creativity. And there was a movie a while back called When Harry Met Sally. And there was a scene in Seattle where she was eating, I believe, like a tuna salad or something like that. Maybe it was another item, but I think it was a tuna salad. And she was like, oh my God, oh my God. It was so orgasmic. And in the scene, the lady across another table said, I want what she has. And so I laugh at that all the time because a lot of times we get caught up on the whole concept of orgasm only being connected to sex. But orgasmic is really the energy of new life and creativity. And I look at my body as new life. And you can have food that comes pre-prepared, or you can prepare it yourself. And when you prepare it yourself, it's a possibility that you put a little love in it. So we're going to go ahead and get started so you guys can see what I'm creating. Move these items off the side. Free advertising for some of these guys. Ray Poupon, Best Foods. But let's do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a fork without hopefully not throwing this egg on the floor. I'm going to slightly pop the egg. You don't want it to jump out the bowl because sometimes it does, and then you can't use it. Well, I wouldn't use it, you know. So this is the egg salad. Yes. So I mash it up. So, but I'm not gonna mash it up completely because I like big chunks. Now I've had egg salad where it's actually finely mashed. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. You want to make sure you get the egg yolks all mashed. It doesn't take much time. And it looks 3 eggs. Yep, 3 eggs. And so the eggs. Let me talk about the eggs. I'm not a real, yes, I am a stickler. Don't let me lie. Okay, I buy a lot of organic ingredients, organic and cage-free eggs. And you can see some place where it says cage-free eggs, but they put a lot of chemicals in it. The way I can tell, as a cook, if you have eggs that are non-organic, when you fry them in any type of oil, there's a lot of water. Okay. Also, Adia, what's up, sister? How you doing? When are you call me so we can do some type of trade? Just got back from 3-day body class, guys. I'm going to start teaching 3-day, and I can't do 3-day yet. I'm gonna start teaching body processes, but that's another sister of mine who's part of Access, cool sister, Adelia. So I'm doing egg salad right now. So within this egg salad, you know, and now there's been egg salad that you can add relish. I don't add all that. It's kind of simple, but it tastes delicious. But what I was saying before is that I choose organic eggs. The flavor is different. Now, some people say, oh, you can't tell the difference with the flavor. Yeah, you can. So last time I was at home, my dad had some eggs in the fridge. I went to Trader Joe's. I went and purchased some organic eggs, some organic brown eggs, and I fixed some egg salad. He's like, my God, this tastes different. And I was like, yeah, I bought these at Trader Joe's. They're organic, cage free. Now, the difference, unfortunately, in the price is kind of a little bit spendy, but you're worth it. Your body will love you for that. Organic eggs will cost anywhere from $4 to $8. You can go to a store, Jewel's, Safeway, any Kroger store, and you'll find eggs for 69 cents or 99 cents. You have to ask yourself, why is it so cheap to produce those eggs? Well, they give hormones, they put other chemicals in it, which allows them to raise more chickens, and chickens have the hormones in the eggs, and it can make you possibly taste the hormone in chicken, which is not necessarily the best thing you might desire. So starting with the egg salad, I already started. So there's 3 eggs, and this is what it looks like. I keep on looking at the wrong camera, Derek. I know I'm gonna get this fixed soon. Okay, that's the way the egg's gonna look. So I have a teaspoon of sugar that I have in here. Okay, pour the teaspoon of sugar in. So the Dijon. Now you can use regular yellow mustard, or I prefer Dijon. Grey Poupon is one of my favorites. Trader Joe's has a mustard that's really good, a Dijon style. It has a lot more horseradish in it, a little bit more spicy, but I prefer this. I had this when I was in France the first time, 1983, and I loved it ever since. So I'm gonna use about half a teaspoon of mustard. And I'm gonna take my mayo. And I'm gonna put, I told you, 1. So 1 and about a half, no more, or to make it too wet. Okay. And you want some things wet, but you don't want your egg salad that wet. I guess that sounds kind of sexual, but okay, what the hell? You guys are perverts out there anyway. So I said a dash of black pepper. Okay. My dad likes a lot of black pepper. So it's probably like a half a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm gonna tell you a story about this jar too. Okay. A little bit more for my dad. Honoring my dad tonight. If he sees this, maybe he'll be like, oh my God, send me the egg salad. So this jar is approximately about 20, I would say about 25 to 29 years old. It's an old oyster jar. When I first came to Portland, I had a bunch of adopted mothers. I had Talitha Benjamin, Rita Benjamin, and Emma Ford, my mother's sister, I call her. But anyway, Rita was one of those individuals who really sparked me in cooking. Her mom was my first teacher, hands down. She showed me the magic, what makes things orgasmic in the kitchen. She was that. But Rita Benjamin gave me these jars, and I kept them in her memory. I have salt that I buy in bulk and black pepper. Okay, I got some black pepper in my nose. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I take granulated garlic, a dash of granulated garlic. I'll put a little bit more than a dash because we're garlic lovers over here. Okay. And one of my favorite seasonings, Lori's, if you see this, is this here, Lori's seasoning. Now, my daughter will get on me because she says it has a bunch of other chemicals, but there's no MSG in it. I don't do MSG because I'm allergic to MSG. The way I can tell I've had something with MSG in it, I get the cow nose, runny nose, and then all of a sudden my throat feels like it's going to close up, and sometimes it feels like I'm having an asthma attack. That's my allergy towards MSG. So I started buying this because it didn't have those chemicals. Since then, I'll show you guys next week's show, just a preview. I buy from Homeboy from Chicago. Let's see, Michelle. Hey, what's up, Michelle? Garlic lover in the house. You know it. So this is Taste of Ryan. So he'll be on my show next week. He'll be my guest. They're in Atlanta, so I'll be here. We're going to do stuff with chicken. He makes his own seasoning salt. I just ordered it. I haven't tried it on anything. But for today's show, I'm going to use what my dad always uses. So did I put a little bit of, no, not yet. So I put just a sprinkle of that because you don't need much salt because the mayo has salt, okay? So I stir it up. I'm gonna let you see this consistency. So as you can see this, remember I told you it's gonna look like a wet sand. I almost put a little bit too much mayo in this. I hope, can you see that? Yes. Voila. Okay. Yes. So this is one of my dad's favorite salads. And so what happens, I'll make this, put it in the fridge, put it in a container, let it sit. The garlic the next morning, oh my God, when the mustard and the sugar all sits together, I'll taste this for you, see what it tastes like. Oh my God. My wife is gonna love me. She loves my egg salad. She loves me too. Madeline Morgan. Migraine headache immediately with MSG. Yes. Lori's doesn't have it, Madeline. No MSG is in that. But I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to start using my homeboy from Chicago. Actually, like my god brother, his mom, Pamela Bronner in Atlanta, married her daughter, and they have their own business. He's a chef. So he's going to be on my show next week. And he has tons of different seasoning. He has one called Immune Boost. We're going to do some chicken dishes and vegetables next week. But I just want to stick to with my dad because I'm really trying to honor my dad. I have to ask him about it. Ask him about what, Gino? Yes, Mr. Ashford. He's the one. Oh, my dad, I guess, yes. So that's the first salad, egg salad. Okay. One of my favorites, a quick fix. I used to fix it for my kids in the morning, a protein. And so one of the things I'm doing, I'm trying to get back to my boyish figure, I guess is the word I'm looking for. So I'm eating more proteins. I'm eating 1 meal a day. So I find myself like, usually I would have saltine crackers with this because this is what my dad likes for toast, buttered toast. But because I let gluten go, I've been using gluten-free crackers. The egg salad, right, Gino? Sorry about that. Yes, my delay. MSG is neurotoxin for me too. It's really not that good for you guys. You know, I know the people out there are like, be quiet, don't talk about MSG. It really and MSG is in everything. I think if it's even, my daughter, I think said it was in Kool-Aid. I was like, it's a flavor enhancer, okay? And so why do you need enhancing a flavor? If the product was good, it wouldn't need that enhancement. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, a lot of Asian restaurants use a lot of it. Thai restaurants usually don't use it because they use products that are, I guess, different. But I really stay away from it once I found out. Accent used to be this white chemical that my mom used to put on the meat in the 70s. And I come to find out that's pure MSG. You can go to certain stores, certain Asian stores, and you can see bags that looks like salt. It's MSG. Yuck. Who wants MSG? Stay away from it. Okay. So to our next salad, okay? A lemon, okay? So the other piece I said about, I'll put this in here, okay, because I'm done with this mustard. So I go to a naturopath, and unfortunately, I don't eat too much of this. I usually use this on meat, but I switched from using this to meat, like steaks or lamb. I used to put this on there, but I use horseradish because there's a chemical in the mustard seed that actually messes with the brain. And because, let me get out of my being John After sign, because I'm trying to save my brain and I'm trying to prevent any type of brain diseases, my naturopath said, try to stay away from, what is MSG? Flavor enhancer. Yes, 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 yes. It's monosodium glutamate. That's what it stands for. Monosodium glutamate. It's a sodium product, but a flavor enhancer. But the mustard, I stopped using as much mustard, but I didn't cheat on the egg salad because I'm, like I said, I'm trying to stay or authentic as what my dad would fix. But when I started making the sardine salad, he would actually use mustard. Okay, the sardine salad. It's a can of. I prefer to use wild caught sardines. Here I go again with Orgasmic and being picky on my ingredients. Okay, I hope you guys can see that. Can't zoom in because I don't have a zoom camera. So 1 can of sardines. These are wild caught, sustainable, skinless, boneless sardines and 100% olive oil. A lot of times you buy them with palm oil or some type of cheaper oil. I like sardines in olive oil because olive oil is actually another oil that's really good for your brain. Check this out. There's certain oils that the brain actually really love. Here's another one. Avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil, corn oil, not the greatest oil for you. Tastes good with French fries, peanut oil. I love that. But also those toxins for the brain, there's a membrane on the peanut and there's some mold because peanut is not really a nut. It grows underground. Hint, like a walnut, pecan, that's up in a tree. Peanuts come out of the earth. Now, if you catch them fresh and you boil them, they're terrific. But if they sit, there's a membrane in the peanuts that actually can fuck with your brain. So you'll go to certain countries and you can get boiled nuts. That sounds weird. Boiled peanuts. They're terrific. And when you actually start eating peanuts, you notice they're kind of sweet. Kind of interesting, huh? So let's get on with this. I could talk forever about this. But these sardines, you're a great cook. Thank you, Kathy. Maybe when I come down to your place in New Mexico, I can actually cook for you. So that's that. Okay. So the lemon. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the juice of half of a lemon. I'm gonna squeeze the juice in there so you can see this. I want you guys to be able to see this. There's 3 sardines in there, half a lemon, but not quite all the juice of half a lemon. I like things lemony, so I hope you can see that. Voila. And I know, Gino, I can hear you saying, man, when you gonna get the other camera? When you gonna get the other camera? I'm working on it. We need a above camera so that I can take pictures. Anybody out there want to buy me some equipment? Replace this towel topping. I would take offerings for that. Anyway, digress. Okay. I go to stores like Marshall's, the Home Store, and I go into their they have a section in there where they have specialty items. Like sometimes I used to buy my pasta there because wheat pasta from Europe is totally different than wheat pasta from the United States. I could talk about that in another show when I do pasta, more of a pasta show. But I found not organic, gourmet products. Y'all coming here cooking? Yes, we'll see you in July for your birthday, I guess. I'm watching you while making ham and potato chop. Hey, here's the piece. I'm a segue. If you cook for yourself, there's a good chance that you're eating almost 100% better, even if it's not the best ingredients. I'm gonna say that. I shouldn't say best. For organic ingredients, let me correct that, because you're not using probably as much sodium. Squeeze your lemon. Where's Tori Birdman? She's at work. She's on her way home. I'm gonna have dinner fixed afterwards. I'm gonna fix her a pasta dish afterwards. But just wanted to show you these salads because I spent last. There's more camera views. Yes. I was home last week taking care of my mom and dad, and I cooked all week for my mom and dad, and I was really excited. So I was like, let me show you what my dad used to cook. I always talk about my mom on my cooking shows, but my dad is a terrific cook for what he cooked: pot roast, these type of salads, popcorn, those type of things. Now he's doing. I'm really proud of my dad because my mom's situation, he does like 100% of the cooking now. He's a good example for me on what a man is. So anyway, I don't want to get all sentimental and shit, but I did. So my show, too bad. So I buy this Seafood Spectacular. Okay. Uh, there is another seasoning that you can buy, the Old Bay, was it Old Bay Spice? I don't know, not the cologne, Bay Spice, I guess. It comes in a can. This is exactly like this. You can see it, but it's not exactly. This is a lot better. Not as much sodium. Try to stay away from sodium. Sodium is good for you, but you don't eat that much of it. So what I do is I'm gonna put about a teaspoon, a little bit over, about probably more of a tablespoon. There's no salt really in that, so I don't want any salt there. I'm put a little, about a smidgen of garlic powder. Now, what I forgot to do is I said an onion. I didn't even put it in the recipe. I was rushing, getting off of work, so I forgot to do this. So I forgot to chop up the onion. So guess what? I'm not gonna eat this right away. So I'm gonna use chopped dried onions. Now, if you eat the dried onion right away, it's gonna be crunchy. You don't want that crunchy effect. So I'm gonna use 2 teaspoons, actually because it's dried, I'm gonna use 1 teaspoon of dried chopped onion. And because the lemon juice and the mayo that I'm putting in there and it sits overnight, it'll soften the onion and it'll give me the flavor that I'm going after. Voila. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my mayo, a tablespoon of mayo. Now I'm gonna tell you why just a tablespoon of mayonnaise. Okay. When I poured the sardines out, I poured off like half of the olive oil into the sink. Okay. And I reserved the rest with the sardines and put it in the bowl. So I don't need that much mayo. Okay. So, and where's my black pepper? My dad loves black pepper. He's not a real spicy guy. He is a spicy guy, but he likes the flavor of black pepper. So for my dad, a little black pepper. I hope I don't start sneezing. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break this up. Show you guys what this looks like. So remember, because of the olive oil that's in there, I'm actually just trying to create this effect that I don't need that much mayo because it's not going to be dry. And I'm just like, I like the flavor of the mayo because I adjusted this. So my dad usually would use sardines and water. You can use that. But the sardines, sometimes they're a little bit more dry when they're in water. And I like that oily effect and the benefit from actually having healthy olive oil in the sardines is yummy. Now, some people are like, yuck. Now, my wife won't eat this because she doesn't like sardines. I'm gonna tell you the benefit from sardines. Okay, that's what the finished product looks like. You can see that. Okay, I hear you, Gino. I'm getting the camera from above. I hear you. I hear you. Hear you. Get out of my head, man. This dude, I went to school with this guy at Rockers, and he was in my head then, and now he's still in my head. He's not even in the same city with me. He's in Chicago. But anyway, I love the guy. Gino, have you got your shirt yet? I'm gonna fuck with you because I heard that you haven't got your shirt from Derek. So, so this is what it looks like. Okay, I'm gonna taste this for you. Now, what's going to happen is that's going to taste a lot better, and it's not going to be crunchy in the morning because the onions are still dry. By tomorrow, those onions will soften with the liquid from the lemon juice and the mayo and the oil from the fish. Now, why sardines? Remember I talked about the brain? Sardines are really good. The oil, the omega fats in the oil, the salmon and sardines is great. And because they're smaller fish, unfortunately, we haven't done a great job of being conscious with our ocean. So there's mercury. No shirt yet. Derek must be wearing it. Well, Derek, you can't wear that. Okay, all I'm gonna say, the shirt's big enough for you to wear, man. So you need to get your ass to get that shirt. No, just joking, just joking, just joking. Ha 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 ha. But anyway, the mercury levels in sardines is less because the fish is not as big. The bigger the fish, the more the mercury. I love eating. I love, you probably, like, we can tell, yeah, I love eating, but I've really become more conscious with my eating. So I'm really paying attention to what I put in this body. You have one body. You have one body this lifetime. So it's really important how you take care of it. So I usually told you per show I was going to have a message. Today's message is, what would it be like to be more conscious with your body? What if you were able to listen with your entire body Orgasmic conscious cooking, yes. Consciousness with the body. What would it be like if you asked your body every single day, what did it want? What did it desire to do and create? A lot of us, I'm speaking for myself, have not treated the body as if it was your best friend. Now that I'm 57, I'm actually really trying to be more conscious with my body. And I'm learning to have patience with my body. Sometimes the weight that my body is put on is not just the weight from just food, it's been other things. But the more conscious I've gotten, I don't put anything in my body unless I ask it first. And recently, I've come to find that because I started doing that, I'm not eating things that I don't desire. A lot of times I used to want to just eat because I thought I was hungry. Now I ask my body, am I hungry? Sometimes I found out that my body's not hungry. I'm actually picking up energy from other people. I know that's another show. That's that whole thing of oneness that we be. But anyway, please, yes, I'm a young man. Yay. I am a young man. I'm acting like it. The older I get, I'm enjoying life greater. But please go over to my YouTube channel. Check out some other old shows. Subscribe to Being You, John Ashford on YouTube. You check me out on Facebook. I have a lot of classes on my website, www.beingjohnashford.com. Visit me over there. I am going to start doing a series of body classes. Right now, they're going to be locally for people in the Northwest. I would love to have you. It's going to be a special deal on that. I'll let you in on it right this second. I'm going to be doing body classes, 6 body classes for $100. 6 body classes for $100. How does it get better than that? But you have to pay for the whole series at one time. And it'll be a couple of weeks because we'll have 2 classes every time. And then I will invite more people to come in. And the reason I'm talking about the body is your temple. When was the last time you spent time with your body being quiet or eating orgasmic conscious food? Treat yourself. Love up on you. Peace. Until next week, I'll see you guys. Have Ryan coming on next week from Atlanta, a chef out of Atlanta. We're going to talk about some of the seasonings he created. I love you guys. Until next week, peace.